Talmud Eser Sfirot, the study of the 10 Sfirot, by Rav Yehuda Leib Ashlag, the Baal Hasulam. So I'm studying chapter 13, and this is basically, it says, it explains the clothing of the Partsufim in one another and contains 3 issues. And so I'm just going through this, and one step here, it says the pay of the Rosh of the lower one must emerge in the place of the chazay of the upper one. So it says in verse 2, however, during the emanation of the Partsufim, when, for example, Partsuf Ab emerges from Partsuf Golgotha, Malchut of the goof of Golgotha must ascend to the place of the pay of Rosh in Golgotha. There she receives the coarseness of the phase 3 once more. So here it says that the Partsuf Ab emerges from Partsuf Golgotha, and Malkut of the goof of Golgotha must ascend to the place of the pay of Rosh in Golgotha. There she receives coarseness of phase 3 once more. Acquiring the coarseness means returning to its place, the tabor of Partsuf Golgotha, as in the beginning. It is written there that the new coupling by striking in phase 3 necessarily occurred in the place of the tabor, now called the chazay of Partsuf Golgotha. So it ascends, returns, and now we have tabor becoming overlapped with chazay. And so thus it says that we see that Malkut of the Rosh of Partsuf Ab is in the place of tabor of Partsuf Golgotha. So here would be the Malkut of Rosh of Partsuf Ab in the place of tabor of Partsuf Golgotha. And it says, accordingly, you will always find that Malkut of the goof of the upper Partsuf becomes Malkut of the Rosh of its lower Partsuf, and which becomes Malkut of the Rosh of of its lower Partsuf. In other words, tabor of the upper one becomes the pay of the Rosh of the lower one.